Hello guys, this is Stingra 87 and today we're going to do some creative. As you can see, I've already got a creative world going, and I have already done some building here. And as you can see, I'm a little ways along, done some terraforming. We'll look at that in just a second. I am in creative mode. Go sleep here, make it day, make it easier for you guys to see. And again, I'm using the Painterly texture pack. And this is actually a recreation of one of my second world, actually, that I ever generated in Minecraft. And that was quite a long time ago. So the generation code for terrain changed a whole bunch, and I was expecting to get the same world that I had then, but it generated and dropped me off way over that way in a swamp, and I just kind of explored. In fact, we'll get back to this in just a second, but as you can see, this is Extreme Hills. And just look at how lush it looks in Painterly. I don't get why people don't like this texture pack. I can't understand it. It's just beyond me. So we're coming up on the jungle here, and I mean, we were way over that way when we spawned. And my first instinct was to build like a jungle plantation manor. If any of you have seen the film Apocalypse Now Redux, there's a decently long scene where the guys they just Mr. Clean, Lawrence Fishburne's character, he just got shot in an ambush. So they get up to this broken down supply depot, and they bury Clean, and a bunch of these French guys come out of the woods, and the boat had come up on, French plantation land in Indochina, and just a big long scene there, and the movie's better with it cut out. And I was just going to pick somewhere around in here. I think it's over that way a bit more, but it's going to build like a manor house on top of a mountain, looking out over. Actually, I think it was right here. Yeah, it was right here. Looking out, over a little bay, blow a hole open right there, make our way to the ocean, or, at least extend the river a bit. I'm probably moving around a bit too fast, but as you can see, here is a jungle as it looks in Painterly. It's got the swamp vines going, lots of color, leaves are different a little bit, have more noticeable differences, than other leaves. He's got the little coconut beans in them. Wood texture is kind of the same, a little darker, but that's alright. Just look at how colorful it looks. I really like how it gives the color to the jungles, because before it was just a mass of green, ugly green, and on default, it's just ugly, and now it's colorful, and it looks good. So I was wandering around, decided not to go with the plantation thing, then came over here, and I was like, whoa. Look at these mountains. Look at that overhang. Oh man, we are in some business here. And I sat down right here. It's going to build a house right here. But it just didn't feel right. I mean, it looks nice. Epic back door. And, epic mountains over here. And I thought about building a house right here. But craters makes it a little bit harder. And I thought about over here. Too high up, not enough room. So then I just kept going over here into the extreme hills biome and through this awesome arch. I love extreme hills. Extreme hills are just, they are what made this game. You know, I don't think Minecraft would have been nearly as successful had it not had the crazy floating islands over, you know, giant overhanging cliffs, you know, floating mountains. I just don't think it would have been as famous had it not had that stuff, you know, those glitches in the terrain code. And they really need to fix this lighting glitch. I hate this lighting glitch. You know, just awesome terrain. Just very beautiful terrain. And then we cut through right here. And look at all these chickens. I went through here like 2 hours ago and just cleared out like 20 chickens. They're coming out of the frickin' woods. And we're back at the house. And what I wanted to do here, as you can probably see, it's postmodern style. And I'm not really sure about this down here yet. I'm going to have to work with that. But what I did first was that I just kind of centered it in all this beautiful terrain. Built up, and it started from right here. Oops, I need to replace that glass. I can't replace that glass, that's right. Because glass is silly. And oh yeah, I can. Oh, I was thinking water. That was right. I was thinking water. You can't replace it or the beam shuts down. Anyways, I wanted the these little viewing platforms, and I had them right here, but that did not leave a whole lot of room for building, so I had to extend it out another length or two, and I got these nice big windows. Come through here, and I really like this viewpoint right here. This would be very beautiful to walk out in the morning. You get that awesome look over there, just disappearing into the fog. Come through here. And I'm not sold on this door design, but we'll work on that. I had a lot of trouble with the stairs. But eventually I got these half slabs to work. And I wanted to use normal stairs, but, you know, smaller building space means that you gotta be a little flexible with what you're doing. So I had a beacon here because I wanted a sci-fi looking pillar or something. I was going to replace all these log supports with beacons, but since you can't block it off or the beam shuts down, you know, that kind of sucks, because otherwise I would have had it going straight up through here and stopping as the pillar comes into the rest of the building. But oh well, it works for what it is. And I have 2 beds because these are the 2 areas I've been working on the most, over there and over here. And there's not going to be a whole lot of building in this one. I'm just going to kind of overview what we've worked on so far, or what I've worked on so far without you, before I started the recording. And these are going to be fences right here. There's going to be a fence keeping you from walking off. So this was actually all just empty, empty grass right in here. That was just a hole, and all that rock right there, that was dirt. And it didn't look very good. So I just went around, liberally applied trees and bone meal. Filled that up, and I think it looks really pretty over here. And I added that waterfall hanging down there, if you can see it now. Added that because it was just empty right there. There was nothing happening, so just added that waterfall, dropped it down, and bam! This is just a very pleasant area over here. I really like it. And I went around and I popped a bunch of flowers and tall grass up, and it's just really natural, pleasant looking. It's about to get night. I still gotta figure out something to do right here, but all this terraformed in. The river stopped right here, and just went in there, broke a lot of it down, stretched it all the way to the house, cave under in there, filled it all up, and this was just a giant block of stone and dirt, and I didn't like it, so I just stuck some TNT in there, blew it up. Now you got a little viewpoint out through there. Added a tree, added this little waterfall, little lake. Before it gets too dark, I added this waterfall right here, dropped down. Terraformed this a little bit. I like, in real life you wouldn't see just dirt piled up against waterfalls and moving water. It would be eroded, so I have stone right there. And it didn't spread the way I wanted it to, but it looks good anyways. That's a natural waterfall. It's getting dark, crap. And this just wraps all around. This entire area is just amazing for building, and I have an idea for right up there too. Let's go sleep. Oh, look at that sunset. Look at that sunset. Look at the house. Even though it's not even near completion, it looks great. And natural lava falls too. I haven't placed anything other than water in case of, for liquid objects, I should say. Because lava has to generate naturally. There's not really an occasion where you can place it yourself and it looks like it just belongs there. Or at least that's how I feel. I haven't really gotten up and looked at that, but that's not the point today. Let's just come up through here. Man, isn't this just nice looking? You could go fishing right there, picnic out on the hilltop. Just falls right down through there, nice. And up in here, this was all empty, but I filled this in because when there's falling water like this, I like to have a little aqueduct thingy. That's not the right word, but whatever. So that's this area, tundra over there. And then looking out from this balcony, you have, this kind of ugly rock wall. Well, it's not ugly, but, it's not got a whole lot going on other than that. I tried to tie it in, toss some color in there to break up the green. That's why, the exposed rock is like that. And then this was just a shelf. You had caves running in there. They were both empty. I added all this water, added some waterfalls. I really think this looks good. I like this. And then that's all we got going on over there for right now. Over here, from I forget which way the sun rises and sets anymore. I liked it better the old way, but whatever. Over here, I added that waterfall. There's this big hill in the way, and I'm not certain what I'm going to do with this. I might blow it up. But over here you got the, this mulchy terrain. This was all empty, didn't have any water in it. I didn't like the way that looked, and it just looked very strip mine, quarry, something a noobish person would do, without respect to the landscape. But I didn't want to tear it, cover it all up, because then that would just be green. I didn't like that. So as you can see, there's a line of dirt right there, and just went in there with a bunch of glowstone. I don't have it on my bar right now, but I just went in there and covered up all these really deep openings and just filled the entire thing up with water, so you get a really nice scenic little swimming hole right here. It's off the river, no currents. Just swim around if you could swim. Little beach right here, cave under there, cave in here, cave down that way. This whole place, we're on top of a giant cave system, I think. But you could get in here, swim. I had to decorate all this. You hear the cave noise. Cover this all up with grass because this was just rock and it didn't look good. I don't know if I overdid it on the vines. I hope I didn't, but I put that tree there too. But you know, we'll look at it and see, and you guys can tell me what you think. You know, do that, level that out. What you think of it, and if I should remove some, I might remove those. Same goes for over here. These were two. This was a big wide open cave entry. I didn't like it, so I just added those rocks, came in here, added more vines. Another cave waterway. This was a complete block of rock. You couldn't get through here, completely separate. And I just didn't like that, you know. It doesn't happen like that in real life, you know. You'd have all this worn away. You would have passages like that, and that's what's important. We're trying to go for, you know, keeping things as natural, you know, floating island aside, but, you know, we're going to be trying to keep things natural here. And just, you know, because that's what drew me to this area in the first place, was just how beautiful it looked. And we'll probably do more building on the house in the next episode, so we'll just get one nice good look at it without the HUD. You know, and maybe video settings. Is that how you do it? VSync? Let's see. No, that's not how you do it either. Oh, well. I'll figure that out later. But, you know, just get a nice view of it. Right there. Just try to do as smooth a pan as I can. I filled in those lakes over there. In the distance, those were little, you know, just little holes, and they didn't look good. Provides color. Well, we're going to do more over there in it later. So we're just pan across as smooth as I can make it for you. Just a very nice area to build in. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Hope you like the little recap I did for you. You know, I hope you stick around. We're going to be finishing, you know, well, not finishing up, but working on the house and doing more terraforming, because, you know, there's enough survival series out there, and I'm not going to quit my survival series, but we're taking a break from it. You know, one episode, got to take a break from it. You know, it was too much. Oh God! But that's me popping my knuckles. But I've been in a very creative mood, just wanting to build lately. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to build and see how stuff flows, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I will catch you next time. Bye, guys.